Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're doing another little golf course update here. It is just gorgeous on the golf course right now. It's a little bit before 6. It's actually quite dark right now. I got here about 5:30 and did some stuff in the shop and then realized, like, holy crap, it's still dark. So it's amazing. We're almost getting to September. Thank the Lord that we are finally getting to September, because now the mornings are getting cooler. It's about 46 right now. It's supposed to be a high of like 72, and the temps are finally going down. The mornings are getting cooler. Disease is becoming a little less apparent right now, which is awesome. I am having to water though, because the turf is getting a little too dry for me, so I am having to water a little bit here. I know we're supposed to get some rain in a few days, which would be very much welcome, and very curious to see how. I wasn't here at all yesterday because of some coaching duties, so I'm very curious to see how everything looks today. I've got a few localized dry spots on the course that I'm half tempted to hand water, but at the same time, again, I have some coaching duties to do today as well, so I'm only here for part of the day. So all I really have to do is to mow, and then I need to roll the greens. It's been since Sunday since I've rolled, and it's now Wednesday. So I need to make sure I roll these greens, just to keep up with, even if I can't do them 3 days a week like I usually do in the summer, even if I can do them 2 days a week, that would be great. And just to keep them rolling fairly smooth. So I have to do that. I have to rake traps and mow greens, and there are some minor other things I need to do in order to keep some upkeep on the course here. Tomorrow I'll be here again. I have a customer appreciation event to go to and practice, so I'm not going to be here very much tomorrow either, which is a bummer. But Friday I will have a big mow day again in order to get ready for the weekend. So we're gonna hop on the greens mower here. I just back lapped it a couple days ago. This will be the third or fourth mow. Actually, the third mow with it back lapped. So we're gonna hop on here, see how she do, and I can't wait to get on the roller and roll these greens. Greens are looking really good. There is a heavy set of dew, so that's one thing I have noticed here. It's been really foggy going into work, and a lot of it has to do with day into night, and what that causes is a whole crap ton of dew on the greens and on pretty much every place on the golf course. So I'm really fortunate right now that it's 46 degrees and it's not 66 degrees, because if it was 66 degrees I would have dollar spot and crack nose, pythium, any sort of turf grass disease that you can imagine growing. So I'm very thankful that I don't have any of those issues right now, and that these nights are a little bit colder. It looks to me like we're going to have another, beginning of next week, we're going to have an extremely hot start to the week where it's going to be mid to upper 80s. So we'll be dealing with another little pressure scenario of turf grass. So I have to figure out in my schedule, because I am gone both Monday and Tuesday. Well, gone for part of the day Monday, and then gone all day on Tuesday, what I am going to do for spraying sake. So maybe Wednesday I may spray, because the greens, although they haven't been pressured at all, they will need to be sprayed and protected against here with disease and whatnot, because that's 88, 89, 90 during the day, and then 60s at night is going to cause a lot of disease pressure. So thankfully, I guess I can look at it with the glass half full and say, well, hey, all these extra nights of cool are providing the fairways with the belief that they need to start growing back again. And now essentially we're going to be pushed back another 2 to 3 weeks with these temperatures. It's just insane. So the summer's been very strange, I think, in my opinion. A lot of rain. The temperatures have been mild, but then we're going through. We've had a few stretches where it's been, the temperatures have actually been really mild. But we're going through these stretches where we will get, 85, 90 degree stretches for maybe a week tops at a time, and it's just very, very strange where it's not sustained. It'll go back down into the 70s again, which is bound to happen, which is going to happen according to the long-term forecast after we get this little warm stretch here from Friday until the following Thursday. So you can see I had a little bit of grease leaked out of the bearings. I'm not too happy about that, but I don't think that's going to cause any damage on the greens. You can barely see it. You can barely see it. Maybe to my eye, but yeah, it's cold out here, guys. It's definitely under 46 right now. I'm freezing. I'm in my full winter suit right now. It's so gosh darn cold. So we're going to continue to hop to it here, and now we're out rolling on this speed roller here. And I can just tell you, how I said I loved rolling before? Well, I hate rolling. This is one of my least favorite jobs to do on the golf course. It's such a pain in the ass, such a hassle. But it makes the greens, really, these greens are some of the best in Northwest Wisconsin, in my opinion. State right there, but they roll so smooth, they roll so fast. Just keeping on this program of rolling 3 days a week is tenfolded these greens into better, faster rolling, smoother, straighter greens. Is great, and it's helped with the disease too. It's kept the disease down. All of that along with the spraying. But man, oh man, I can't tell you how much these greens have improved since we started doing 3 days a week rolling. It's a lot of work, but at the end of the day, the customer is happier, and I am happier when I'm out golfing. Not necessarily with the speed, because they're just so fast, but with the straightness and the trueness of the greens. I am a scratch golfer myself, so I appreciate nice greens, and these are nice greens. So we're going to continue to do this. Rejoin later. Got a little beer. Getting some food? Should taste good in the freezer. But I don't shoot those. Oh, look at the little one. You never know what you'll see out of the golf course in the morning. It's always pristine and peaceful. And I've decided to do some hand watering here to exit out the day. Got about an hour left before I need to leave and do some coaching work here. So there are some spots. This spot doesn't particularly need it, but I figured I'd just give it a little bit of water here since I'm trying to grow some grass by this area that I did a little while ago. So we're just trying to get this to grow in a little bit better here and hand water some of the areas that actually need it. So we're going to move on to a different spot here, but perfect way to end the day. This is the first time I've hand watered all season, and it's August 21st today. And to tell you the honest truth, we have rain coming in a few days. I probably don't need to do it, but I figured it was the perfect day to get it done. And I have a free hour to spare, so I may as well do it. I don't necessarily want to do any mowing. I can save that till tomorrow. So we're going to head up to the 9 tee box here and kind of take care of that. So really, this part of the green was a little too firm for me, so I decided to give it just a tad bit of water. Now with the sun, and this is really important, so I've got a, which you could barely tell on the camera, I've got a localized dry spot right there, and then a little bit right over there, and then right there. And that's basically all I've got on the course right now. And what's really important to notice here is that the sun comes up way later in the day now, and really the harsh sun isn't coming up till about 10 o'clock. And it really goes down later too. So it gets dark at about 8 o'clock now. So that means the harsh sun is getting down about 6 to 6:30. So there's really not much for, harsh sunlight to dry this out anymore. And just from the few nights that I've watered, this is visibly darker, which means it's kind of coming back. So with that being said, this really should only be the only time I need to hand water the whole year, which is quite amazing when you think about it. I mean, these greens, again, I pride myself on my greens, and these greens are some of the best in Northwest Wisconsin, and I will stand by that as I coach and go around to a lot of different courses and play some different courses here. And really, I'm quite impressed with these, and if this is the only time I have to hand water this season, then so be it. Total flip from last season where I had to hand water basically every day from June until September, beginning of September, right around Labor Day. This spot here has always been firm for whatever reason. I don't know if the soil mixture they used here was just different, but basically this area of the green all the way to over there has just always been a little bit more dry, and it is irrigated too, but I figured I'd just give it a little bit of moisture here. Even over here, give it a little bit of moisture, just cool it down a little bit. It's going to be warm out today, and it should really be good to go, especially if we get rain on Friday. That's the big if. If we get rain on Friday, I don't think I will have to hand water anymore this season. We're only about 2 weeks away from Labor Day here, and that's about when the hand watering is done. So pretty exciting. I'm just cooling this down, giving it some much needed water, and we should be good. Other than that, I always did like hand watering, though. It's pretty peaceful being out here. You're a shepherd of the greens, you're a shepherd of the golf course, essentially. And I was actually listening to a really good podcast this morning about it's the Smoking Tire podcast. I love those guys. They're sweet. As you know, if you watch this channel, it's revolving around cars and my golf course. But as an owner of a golf course, you're giving these people, especially in a community of 350 people, you're here to make money as an individual, yes, but you are here to, keep something like this going in a community where it probably couldn't keep going. So, I'm providing a service for the people. They're paying me, but it's more so, I don't charge a lot for my products here. So it's more so just to keep the community going, give something in the community something to do, and provide a great experience for these people and the tourists alike that visit this golf course. That's, the important thing. So that's what we're doing, guys. I just have one more spot I just want to check. And with that being said, I'm going to end this golf course update. I could go on literally forever about this place, but this is enough. Having you watch me water grass probably isn't the most fun thing in the whole wide world to do. So with that being said, guys, like and subscribe. Take care. We'll see you in the next episode.